Okie dokie, we've got 30 seconds until the session, until the coverage gets underway. Welcome in, Elizabeth. Welcome. I did put something in the Discord chat, but nobody responded, so I was like, stuff it, I'll just leave it. I'm gonna make sure I'm live. So that one's ended. This one should go live in like 5 seconds. Okay, I think I'm live. I think we are good. Hey again, welcome in. Welcome. We're about to get the coverage right underway in a few minutes' time for F1 Academy. I'm just waiting for the intro. This is the first time I've been early to these sorts of things. So we'll see when the coverage starts. Here we go. Oh, now there's ads. This is not helpful. Ads, go away. YouTube. Jack Link's birth jerky. Bruh. Flippin' it. What is this? Cancer Foundation. Get out. And it's F1 Academy that's returning this weekend to Marina Bay. It's Singapore, round number 6 of the championship. We've got this, the third final round of the championship. F1 Academy, 30 minutes of qualifying still to come. For F1 Academy, this should be good. And see what happens. Sector 1, 3 sectors. This circuit split up into 4.927 kilometers, 5.3 meters in elevation. We've got 2 14-lap races to come Saturday and Sunday. 2-minute 4.4. We saw that broken in practice a little bit earlier on today with a 2-minute 4.2. So that race lap record broken in free practice. I can only imagine after just an F1 session out on circuit just how grippy this circuit will be. We did see the F1 drivers really struggling, actually, for grip. I'm just wondering whether or not these F1 Academy drivers will struggle for grip as well. This session should be good, though. We see Dorian Pan on screen. We have the time to do the show, the stream, push up before it starts. At least you can do someone who saved the day. Well, I didn't exactly... You did. Well, you saved the day, in a way, but then, like... I guess I was overreacting up to that point. I don't know. Maya Vogue making her way out of the pits. Sitting second in this championship. Heading into this round. Dorian Pan, though, of course, setting the benchmark, more or less, for everybody else to beat. She leads by 33 points heading into this round. You can see, everybody is heading out there for their first laps. Elizabeth... What the flip do you mean, bro? Spit. I'm kidding. No, I'm not gonna spit on you. But just one quick thing as well. I saw Dorian Pan. She went out on used tires. So it doesn't seem as if she's got. It doesn't seem as if she's using those brand new tires. At the start of this session. Maybe, yeah, you'd think she's using those practice tyres. One set of at least those practice tyres there. Because it doesn't seem as if she's on a brand new set. I think she's just doing a install lap. Getting the car up to temp. And seeing where the grip is on old tyres. That's a good idea for Dorian Pan. Especially because she's leading the championship heading into this round by 33 points. Which is quite a big margin. Then do it for Nicole. She's not here often. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess I'll do it for Nicole. Or even number 1. Oh, I love how she pops in right now. She's like, oh, they're chatting about me. Gotta come in. Yep. Hello, Nicole. Welcome in. Let's take a listen to what Dorian Pan had to say.
We've been doing a bit of heat training. Not too much because I'm have limit in weight, but no. I mean, I've just arrived on Tuesday, so a bit of time here before the race weekend to adapt to the temperature and to the heat, and then it's the body how it adapt quickly. In the car, it will be very hot. The important is to get it keep hydrated during the weekend and to have good energy, eating well, and then the rest will be fine. It's not too long session. It's maximum 40 minutes, so it's gonna be okay.
So Dorian Pam, more or less worried about the heat this weekend. And there's two things she should be worried about. The heat of the championship and the heat of even the heat of this session, because track temperature is at a stonking 46 degrees. Well, no, actually, lie. Track temperature at the moment is at a stonking still 35 degrees, so the track still has a lot of heat in it, meaning it will give off a bit of grip, but of course, the sun has now disappeared from the sky, so there's no more sun to be seen, not at this point in this session anyway. 25 and a quarter minutes to go. I think you would be doing something else for number one. What would that something else be? Nicole laughs at that statement. I think you would be doing something else for number one. Okay, the cable, I've already done that. Legit, he can go watch the short himself, number one. He can go do that. I don't see. How is that a laughing matter? I guess girls just get it in a different way. You know, girls are just smarter, genuinely. Going back to what I said in that F1 stream, it's genuinely girls are smarter. Ooh, what burn! Oh, so she's laughing at the fact that she burnt me. Yep, she's burnt me to a crisp. It's over. Yep. That's what Elizabeth does. Poor number one. What do you mean, poor number one? Huh? Okay, I'm special, but I didn't think I was that special. To not get that statement. What do you mean by do something else? Huh? Okay, I don't get that. We got a rookie this weekend for the F1 Academy. Nicole Bruce this weekend and Billard. So two, nope, you burned number one. You said he can watch it himself. Oh. Yes, I was referring to the cable. Yeah, well, lucky he wasn't here. Leah Block going to the top now in this session, 2 minute 10.4. Here, as we see, Leah Billard, the Frenchman in this session. Personal best for the first sector. Of course, these drivers, they've only got... have you seen the Harakura moment? Yep. No, I haven't. Yeah. I see there's... I'm guessing this is anime. My friend's obsessed with anime. That sounds like an anime name. I'm sorry if I got that completely wrong. I'm sorry if I've just triggered both of you right now. I deeply apologize if I've just triggered both of you right now. Yep, triggered them. It's GG. But yeah, Leo Block has hit the fastest through the first sector. Palmoski's hit the wall somewhere. Now, is she in the wall? There's a yellow flag out in sector 1 and 2. She's hit the wall, and there is very much left front suspension damage to that car. Alicia Palmoski stopped on the left-hand side of the road. She's hit the wall, and that car's stopped. Now, Leah Billard here has gone purple through the second sector. She's on to go to the top, and she reaches 6th gear down this back straight and into the Singapore sling. Will not be the last time in this session. I cannot get my words out in this session. 23.5 minutes to go. The FIA here, the race control, really giving Palmoski a good chance to get moving. Billard has gone to the top, 205.9. Havradar just second. closely behind, 206.1. Leah Bruce, third, 208.3. Alicia Palmowski still stuck there. Rear left suspension damage on that car, so there's quite a bit of suspension damage actually. Red flag, so session stopped at an abrupt halt. Alicia Palmowski has got big, actually, left front suspension damage, and yeah, you can see that suspension arm there broken on the left-hand side, and even on the rear left as well, as we get that shot of that rear left suspension as well, a bit down. So, has she hit the wall in 2 phases of the corner down there? That will not be good, and will not be fun to repair either. That will not be a fun job to repair. It won't be the biggest job to repair, but it won't be fun. Either way, 22 and a quarter minutes to go. This gives us a good time to just chill out and relax for a couple minutes while that car gets towed away. There, as Ella Lloyd. Very, very good. A few rounds ago, back at Zandvoort at the Dutch Grand Prix, when we went racing back there. Very, very quick she was. And I can recall a few other rounds that she was very, very quick at as well. I just can't remember the names of the circuit. I think it was very, very much she was quick in Canada. Of course, we saw this driver, Alicia Palmowski, have that epic, and when I say epic, I mean epic battle. And I've said it before, and I will say it again. Alicia Palmowski here. This is the replay. I've hit the wall. I've got damage, says Alicia Palmowski, and she's just scraped the wall down there hard enough to give that car suspension damage. But I've said this before, and I will say it again. That is the best race that we had at Canada. That's the best race I will ever commentate. Ella Lloyd versus Alicia Palmowski versus Chloe Chambers. That's best battle. Diane Pan close in behind as well. In that battle, best race I'm ever going to commentate in my life. And if there's ever one that I'm going to commentate any better, it'll be probably F1. It will be probably Frecker. But yeah, very, very good race from F1 Academy. They very much turned on the show. And Alicia Palmowski won it from cutting the chicane down there. So now it's the highs and lows, and the lows at the moment is her in the wall with just a touch of suspension damage on that car. She's not in the wall, but she's quite legitimately got suspension damage. I'm going to go to drink of water. Let's head up to Sky Sports F1.
Drivers like this have not been here before. We should say Rafaela Ferreira did not set any laps in practice earlier because she had a technical issue. So any good performance from her would be incredibly impressive. And Megan Bruce, her session came to a bit of an early end after she had to have some issues resolved as well. But Ella Lloyd quickest. A shame for Alicia Palmowski, but her first time at the circuit, just trying to get a good lap on the board and finding herself out of the session. She's going to most likely now be going right from the back of the grid in both races as well, and that's going to be a very uphill battle from her for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, as you say, we said earlier that there's no DRS in these cars, no. So the race is you've just got to get in that slipstream and have better pace to be able to overtake. So it's it's going to be a hard task to really score a really good points in both races. But you never know, the weather may interfere with that. So let's just see how it goes. But definitely a shame that she'll be definitely starting from the back of the grid.
Yeah, well, another driver experiencing this for the first time, Rafaela Ferreira, in her first season of F1.
Well, I'm sorry. Today. Bluster. It's 9:15 at night. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. You can.
So I think for me,
Alicia, Rafaela Ferreira.
It still feels I am in the first round in China, and suddenly we are just in Singapore. It's just missing one round, so it's passing really quick. But I think I learned a lot during this season. A lot with the team. It's my first year racing abroad, and I think it was a really nice experience. And I'm excited to race
here in Singapore and then in Las Vegas and finish. I think we start in a good point, but now we can be a little better from the beginning of the season, and I think this is the goal for these last 2 rounds.
For one, it's 9:15 now. For two, I'm not doing it right now. For three, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. I'm not doing it right now. Stuff that. Stuff that. Stuff that. Not happening this stream. Not happening. Especially not during these sorts of streams. There's just no time. Not this weekend. In a shirtless stream I'll do it. Which will be happening on Tuesday. You can wait. I'm putting my words out there. And they might come back to bite me later. But I'm not doing it this stream. Or this weekend. At best. I was expecting like someone on the shirtless stream or something like that. But it's not happening this weekend. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Good one. Yeah, the good old Elizabeth. Oh, yeah, I don't care. My words are gonna come back to bite me later. But I don't care. I'm not doing it this weekend at least. You can wait. Okay? You can wait. You can wait. Flippin' heck. Oh my god. Okay. You know, this push-up vid is going to give me real bad flashbacks to the cable whip challenge. And it already is. Here's another 6 months of absolute excruciating pain. I just got rid of that pain. Do you see the pat and the coal? The push-up vids of the cable whip vid again? Yep, I'm seeing the pan. Goodbye.
Bye. Don't go to bed too late.
I
Because
won't.
it's a late night tomorrow night too.
Okay.
Alright?
Okay.
Yeah, but you should be in bed.
I don't care. I don't care. It's not happening. It's not happening this weekend. Exactly, and it isn't even that painful or anything. It's not that, it's not the pain, it's the fact it's flipping nearly 10 p.m. At least Tuesday, it's a reasonable time. It's like 9:30. The sun's shining, my windows are open, there's fresh air coming in. Right now I'm sitting in a ball of sweat at 9:15 at night, and it's raining outside. So you see, the conditions aren't ideal, this room is currently not ideal, and my facial expression is currently not ideal, which you can currently see saying that not right now, or not even this weekend, to be honest. So, end of conversation. Okay, that's that conversation ended. Now time to get back to F1 Academy, where this stream was meant to be topicked. Meh. Okay. Yep. That's the sign of demotivation right there. You guys don't give me a break. You know, like, it's one thing after another. Like, you know, you're like, I've just flipping uploaded the cable whip challenge. Like, you wouldn't believe the emotion I went through that day when Elizabeth was so badly demotivated and I told her that I hadn't even recorded it. You wouldn't believe the emotion I went through. I went from sad to happy to depressed to sad to happy, and that's just gotten over me, and now I've got to worry about this silly push-up video. You guys suck. No offense. 21 and a half minutes to go in this F1 Academy qualifying session. Okay, so let's take a listen to what Aurelia Nobles had to say.
Every night, so I think the track will change every day. And it's a street circuit, so not a lot of grip. FP to quali, there will be a lot of difference with the F1 driving. So we all need to adapt very quickly, and yeah, we'll see. We have very short sessions and not a lot of laps, so it's going to be very hard, very difficult. But yeah, I'll try to give all the infos to my engineer and my mechanic, so they can adapt the car fast and yeah, do my work on track.
Oh no, Elizabeth, I've recorded that one. No, that one's recorded. That one, I'm not giving you any joke about that one. That one's fine. Yeah, no, that one's fine. That one's been recorded. I assure you. I assure you on that one. I assure you. You know, that day I texted you, hope so. What do you mean, hope so? Hope so. Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't recorded it, guys. Yeah, he hasn't recorded it. Yeah, why would I scare my viewers again? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? No, I would never do that. Like, come on. Like, I learned from my lesson, Elizabeth. Like, come on. Diane Pan has gone fastest through the first sector. I learned my lesson. Come on. Flipping it. I had the threat of like half my viewer attendance unsubscribing. Why the y'all make no sense. Y'all genuinely make no sense. You just genuinely don't make any sense. You do. You make all the sense in the world. Diane Pan fastest to the first sector. At the moment, she's running up through the back part of the circuit. Well, you did it once, so I will take time for me to trust you again. It will take time for me to... Yeah, okay, that's understandable. I make perfect sense. Yes, Elizabeth, you tend to make perfect sense. I'm going to say 98% of the time, because there's 2% sometimes. And when I say 2%, I mean there's two opportunities where I get to prove you wrong. And that's not many times in life. Diane Pan fastest the first two sectors. Maya Vug as well, close behind that. Now, I'm not going to be focusing on chat for a while, because I'm going to be focusing on this session. Diane Pan, 203.8. Only 6/10 off practice, so track is obviously starting to cool down. Just a little bit. Maya Vug through the first two sectors. When did you prove me wrong? I'll get to that soon. Maya Vug, fourth at the moment. She's still 7/10 off her championship rival. Chloe Chong up into 8th. Alba Larson up into 10th as well, 205.7. People have now set their times. Their block up into P8, 205.4. Expect probably Diane Pan to go 2 laps in a row here. On a 3.88. We've also got Maya Vug on a 4.5 as well. Leah Bruce has also stayed out on the same set of tyres. So that lap that we saw before the red flag, she's on that same set of Pirelli tyres. So I'm not going to expect much improvement, because, of course, running on a bit of a softer Pirelli tyre this year. So I've heard it in GT racing that when you tend to get the tyre up to tempered pressure and then you stop for 5 or 10 minutes in the pit lane, the rubber tends to go a bit harder, and you don't get the maximum performance out of it. I think that's what happens here for Leah Bruce in this Tag Heuer number 9 F4 car. Chloe Chambers has gone fastest through the first sector. Leah Bruce has gone a bit slower through the second sector, nearly 2 seconds off the pace. Chloe Chambers in the Red Bull Fords, about a 10th and maybe 2 tenths up through both sectors, sideways very much for that Red Bull Ford. It's giving us a good indication as to where the grip levels are. It doesn't seem as if there's much grip going on. The car is not gripping for Chloe Chambers. Belson has gone up into second. They're on a 204.2, so that's a really good lap as well. Of course, race 1, reverse grid of qualifying. Top 8 reverse grid is Top 10 reverse grid, so Chloe Chong at the moment on provisional pole. 16.5 minutes to go, though. Chloe Chambers slipstream to the line off Emma Felbermeyer. Chloe Chambers goes to the top. It's a 203.7. And overdoes her championship rival by just 0.16 of a second. Aurelia Nobles in the Puma car. Personal best for the first sector. Struggled to get to the apex of the corner down there. In 5th gear and running to the line. No slipstream from the car in front. Aurelia Nobles, 6th, 204.933. That time around there for Aurelia Nobles. Nicole Havardar as well. She's moved up herself into P14. 2.4 seconds off the pace. Ella Lloyd in the McLaren coloured car. Very, very big understeer for that McLaren, actually. Nearly going into the concrete wall down there. Brushing the wall very, very nicely. And, well, it's not nice when you brush the wall, even hit the wall, if anything. So, it's not a nice feeling whatsoever. Lisa Billard's on screen at the moment. We've got about 15.25 minutes to go in this session here. As now, Lisa Billard's making her run up the back straight for what will be not the last time in this session. 15 minutes to go. Here in this one, Joanne Giaconte, who was not set a lap, actually, in this qualifying session. Personal best of the first sector. Personal best of the second sector, but 2 seconds off the pace through those 2 sectors. So, very much a bit of a struggle town. Maybe not able to find the maximum pace she's looking for in this session. 14.5 minutes to go still in this one. As into the braking zone she goes, into the Singapore sling, and out through the final couple of corners using the ripple strip on the exit. It's actually quite a bumpy circuit. You can just see by the way, in terms of the way the car behaves over the bumps. That will be a big talking point. Joanne Giaconte moves up at P15 in the second of the Tag Heuer cars this week. And Joanne Giaconte has been running that Tag Heuer livery for the last few rounds now. It has been looking quite good on that. You can see that, wow, look at the tyre flex on that rear tyre. Or even the suspension really flexing on that car sideways for that Williams Driver Academy car of Leah Block. Really getting sideways, and there is a few Red Bull fans looking in through what looks to be the car of Max Verstappen. That is a VIP pass and a half. Getting to walk into the F1 pit garage. Not many people get to do that in their lifetime, but those fans certainly have got to. 13.25 minutes to go in this qualifying session for F1 Academy. Diane Pan sits P2 at the moment. Not too bad for the first few runs in this session. Still got plenty of running to go though. 12 minutes and 50 seconds remaining as we take a look, listen to what Diane Pan had to say.
Track, it's very technical, very long as well, so to put everything together is definitely a challenge, but I like this track, I like street track, so I'm definitely fully ready, and I hope to do better than last year or so.
You always want to do better at circuits like these, especially when you haven't performed well here in the past. You definitely do tend to want to perform in certain areas, especially this circuit in itself, with the tight and twisty nature it is. When did you prove me wrong? You know, Elizabeth, there has been times where I've actually proved you wrong. I've just got to think of it. I just haven't been able to think of it. I just haven't been able to think of it for time that you've been able to, that I've been physically able to prove you wrong. Yeah, that's very much where the struggle pops up. You know, there's genuinely been times where I've been able to prove you wrong. There's no doubt about it. There's genuinely been times where I've been able to prove you wrong. So never. So yes, there has. Never mind. Yeah. They genuinely are. I can remember a few times. I can. I can remember times. I have proved you wrong. Cable whip challenge. You said to me, proof or nah? Proof. There's actually proof in the Discord. Cable whip challenge. I proved you wrong. I uploaded it. You said you thought I wasn't going to. You thought I wasn't. You thought it. I did it. I did it. You thought I wasn't going to, but I did it. I did it. So I have proved you wrong. Proving that 99% of the time you are right 1% of the time. Wait, 1%, 99% of the time you are right 1% of the time I'm right. So, proof right there, buddy. Proof right there. Try and beat that. Yeah, but for months before you haven't even attempted it. Yeah, but the guy still proved you wrong, sort of. Sort of. And kept lying, so you only corrected your mistake. Exactly. I've proved myself wrong, and I sort of proved you wrong. It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50. Don't even start with that 6-7 name. God damn it. I sort of proved you wrong. Sort of. Anyways. Yeah, so that's... It's a 50-50. 50% you're right, 50% actually, 100%. Yeah, you're right. Nah, but if it makes you feel better. Yeah, I'm making myself feel better at this point. I'm trying to make myself feel better. Oh, now you're making me feel bad. I should have uploaded it months ago. Anyways. I should have uploaded it, like, months ago. I don't even know what I'm doing. What was I thinking? I should have just did it. I should have just done it when I had the chance. Anyways, that's that misery and pain. I don't know, I've just got one more thing left to do. And then... Okay. 6 months of no video requests ever again. That'd be so good until I get requested another video and say I'm gonna flip and do it and don't do it for 6 months. That'd be good. Anyways. That'll be amazing. It'll be amazing when that time comes again. You wish. What do you mean you wish? Wish.com. That's an app. Wish.com is actually a thing, by the way. It's genuinely a thing. Dorian Pam, getting nice and sideways on the exits. Then she's just started a lap. I think that's on the exit of turn number 2. On the exit there of turn number 2, actually, that was. So, not bad. She says, Ice Bath F1 Academy Qualifying. Ice Bath. Oh, that's good. Oh, hello. Bed reveal. Hello. Ice Bath F1 Academy Qualifying. Ice Bath? That's actually not a bad idea. Ice Bath stream. Wow. I never thought of that. Ice Bath. I'm not going to say yes to that. I'm going to shut my app up before I say yes to that. Because you guys know that shit's going to be coming up for another 6 months if I do say yes. Good idea. Yeah, I'm not going to say yes to that. I'm at the moment, I'm going to leave that as a maybe. I'm going to leave that as probably a maybe. I'm not even going to say probably. I'm going to take back the probably. I'm going to say maybe. I'm just going to say maybe. Just say maybe for now. Just don't say yes. Just as actually my friend gave me this advice. Actually, no, my teacher gave me this advice. Don't say yes to things you can't keep. Actually, no, that's probably it's the most effortless idea I have. Literally sit in a bath. But that's effort. That's effort to feel that's effort to feel pain, though. The effort of that is to feel the pain. Chloe Chambers has just actually gone faster, 203.7. I mean, you really have to do anything, just sit in the bath with ice in it. It's freezing cold, and it's coming. Actually, it's coming. I might do it in summer. I'll do it in summer, because summer's approaching. Chloe Chambers, my Vug actually is going faster through the first 2 sectors than anybody else at the moment. And she's just gone second, 203.7 that time around for my Vug. There, not too bad whatsoever. Chloe Chambers is not improving through the first 2 sectors at the moment. Reverse grid pole is going to Emma Felbermeyer and Leah Block on the front row as well. Chloe Chambers, 2/10 off the pace, 203.9. 204.7, sorry. That time around. Also, for those people that are wondering, is there any more long streams that I'm going to be commentating? Well, that's been answered right there. The Bathurst 1000. Who hasn't heard of that? I mean, the Bathurst 1000. If you don't know what Bathurst is, it's like probably the hardest circuit any international driver has ever met in its life. So yeah, if you do get the chance, come to Bathurst. Come to Bathurst. It's quite a good circuit actually. I've been around there. I've been around Bathurst. It's quite good. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming a full 6-hour race around Bathurst. I'll be commentating the whole lot. The whole lot. Bathurst 1000 will be commentated just by me. 161 laps of that car. 161 laps of that circuit. 6 hours of streaming. My voice will be dead. Albert Larson, lap 8, time deleted, track limits, turn 3. So Albert Larson has invalidated at turn 6. Turn 6 is, okay, so on the exit of like the chicane sort of section, turn 5 and 6. Meh, do it for some milestone, like when you reach 150, you upload 200 videos, something or whatever. No, I'm literally going to. I'm not kidding, I'm going to. My Vogue, purple through the second sector. Chloe Chambers as well is up. Ella Lloyd has moved up to P4, 204.1. My Vogue, purple through the second sector. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this session. I'm actually going to be quiet because some of my family is sleeping, so I'm not going to try and yell my guts out. My Vogue has just gone pole position, 203.4. Very good lap there for my Vogue. 3/10 off the pace of Chloe Chambers. Tina Hausman up on a P10, 205.1. That lap there for Tina. Top 2 separated by 3/10 of a second. Chloe Chambers is about to retake pole position for race number 2. She doesn't. She's done a 203.6. She's improved by a 10th on her. But summer is bloody 8 months away. No, it's actually... No. If you think... No, I'm in Australia. Summer is a month away. You'll forget about it? No. If you keep reminding me. Summer for me is... What month is it? It's a month. It's a month. Month or 2. See, you gotta realise this, Elizabeth. You got Australian Nobles jumps to the line, 7th, 204.6 that time around. Leah Block, as well as also improving. As she makes a run to the line. 1.2 seconds off the pace. She goes up into 8th. Ella Lloyd, P4 at the moment. Not improving through the second sector. 0.7 down. Australia has summer in November. Yep. Australia has summer in November. Yep. We have summer in December. Yep. We have summer in December. Uh-oh. Not this freak. Hello, Harrison. Hello. Hello, Harrison. I won't be mean. Good, you learnt your lesson. That's good. Yeah. Oh, Ella Lloyd sideways. Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. Ella Lloyd sideways. I thought she was in the fence then. Ella Lloyd, wow, out of the final corner there. Sideways. In a real state of fashion there. Burning up the rear tyres goes Ella Lloyd. Out of that final corner. Whew. I'm freaked out for her. That was close in itself. Ella Lloyd, that was sideways. Yes. Well, by the way, Australia does have summer in November and December. Ella Lloyd, sideways. God, she actually got another dust there. It looks so much more dramatic on board. Now that I look at it, it's a bit more dramatic off board for that car. But it looks so much more dramatic on board. that car. So we should ban him prevently. Wait. Don't ban him. Give him a chance for the last 5 minutes of this stream. See what he does. Why? No, we're not going to ban you, Harrison. We're not going to ban you. We're not going to ban you. We'll give you a chance. As much as my mods probably want to ban you, Elizabeth so badly wants to press ban on her thing right now. It's prevently. She wants to just ban you. I apologize for being rude to you. You weren't being rude. You were spamming. You were doing everything that a streamer would hate. And my mods right now I have the power to just press ban, but I'm not going to because I trust you, and I've trusted you too much. But I accept your apology. Just don't do anything dumb. I've said that before. Just don't do anything dumb, and you're not gonna get banned. And the moment I say that, the moment I trust you a bit too much, you gotta do it. That's what Callan does. As long as you don't spam, you should be okay today. No, you'll live. That's what Callan does? No, it's not what Callan does. I mean, oh, yeah, I guess that's sort of what Callan does. Dorian Pan runs to the line. Third by Vug. Can she take pole? Chloe Chambers as well sits second, runs to the line. Dorian Pan will sit third. She'll start 7th in race 1 for the reverse grid. Maya Vug, Personal West for the first sector. At the moment, making her run is Maya Vug into the final corner. Can she take pole position? She already does have pole. Can she do it though? Maya Vug to the line. It is pole. So good luck there for Maya Vug. 203.7. And has taken that off. At the end of the year, they can ban under 16 YouTubers. At the end of the year, they ban under 16 YouTubers. Yes, but you wait 6 months' time, bro. For Australia. Yeah, sadly they're doing that. Sadly they're doing that. You know, I think Elizabeth has the power to turn on slow mode. It's in the little settings bar in the live chat thingy. I have the power to do that. I have the power to turn on slow mode. But yeah, Dorian Pan, she's actually completing a lap at the moment. It's not quick, but it's probably going to be at this point. Maya Vug taking pole for race number 2 of the weekend. She'll take pole. It looks as if it's going to be Chloe Chong that takes pole for the reverse grid race number 1. Sideways, those tyres are very much dying there for Dorian Pan. Personal West for the first sector. Second sector, can I be mod? Yeah, but there is no point in having slow mode. There is only 3 people. Yeah, good point. There is no point. But for people like Harrison. Harrison, no mod. Harrison, you still have a lot of trust left. You still have a lot of streams to attend to get mod back. Like, you'd have to come to every stream like you did daily to get your mod back. For at least a week or 2 to get your mod back. Diane Palm, 203.4. There, she stays second. And the Prima team there, maybe just a little bit disappointed that they didn't get pole. But for the MP Motorsport team, Myvog grabs pole position for race number 2 in the weekend. Race number 1, though, it will go the way of Chloe Chong, who got pole position by 0.1 over Albert Larson in P2. But yeah, Dorian Pam, very, very nicely done. She backs herself a pole position. Maya Vug, very nicely done. Backs herself a pole position for this weekend. Very much deserved in her way as the cars make their way back to the paddock now. And Dorian Pam turning left back into the paddock as the wall opens up down there. This is what happened here to... Oh, that's a big slide there for Albert Larson. That's right, that's Megan Bruce. Getting sideways. The Bruce sisters tailing each other, Leah Bruce and Megan Bruce. So that pops this field up to 20 cars. That's a big, big number for F1 Academy. Really good to see Leah Bruce and Megan Bruce as well. Very, very good to see. But that does F1 Academy, and it's the MP Motorsport team that bags pole position. Of course, no points for pole, but you do get, well, actually you do get points for pole. I think it's 5 points for pole position. Very, very nicely done. This is Maya Vug into turn number 1. This is the pole position lap, Maya Vug.
Yes, Maya, it's that pole. Come on. That was the most scary 20 seconds of my life. Thank you, guys.
That's back-to-back pole positions for her this season. That's exactly what she needed to do. Out-qualified Dorian Pan.
Exactly. That's exactly what she needed to do. And she's executed that almost perfectly for this weekend. She has executed it perfectly. Up to the point where nobody could stop her. It's quite legitimately nobody could stop her this weekend for qualifying here. But will that be the same in race number 1 a little bit later on today? Actually, that's tomorrow from 4:30. We'll be live for race number 1 for F1 Academy. It will be live from 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. It'll be quite early for Elizabeth. I think it'll be like 2 a.m. for her when that race starts. But yeah, plenty more action before that. We've got Formula 1 practice number 2. We've also got Formula Regional European Championship Alpine as well to run in that one. But yeah, still plenty more action still to come this weekend as F1 Academy supports the Formula 1 Grand Prix. But race number 1 from 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. Until then, it is goodbye.
And that just reduces the gap from 20 to 18, and those 2 points will be awarded when she lines up on pole come Grand Prix Sunday. And they'll be together as well for the race tomorrow as well on the 4th row of the grid. So that's going to be one to keep an eye on. Not only the front row, but you want to keep an eye on the 4th row. On the front row is going to be Leah Block chasing her first win, and Aurelia Nobel's in a similar scenario.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great opportunity for them to get a win. But as you say, with Maya and Dorian next to each other on the grid, trying to score points tomorrow is going to be as important as Sunday.
It really is. Here is your result. Maya Berg takes her 3rd pole position, just beating Dorian Pan by 0.04 of a second. Chloe Chambers 3rd, your 3 championship leaders right up there. Ella Lloyd 4th, well done. Lisa Billard becomes the first wildcard of the season to be in the top 8. Emma Felbermeyer P6, Aurelia Nobel 7th. Leah Block will be on pole position for the race tomorrow for Williams. They come off the back of a great Grand Prix, and now they've got a driver on pole. Well done, Leah Block. Alba Larson 9th, Chloe Chong 10th, Nina Gaidman 11th, Joanne Chiconti 12th, Tina Hausman 13th, and Rafaela Ferreira. Well done, Megan Bruce. Great entrance into the series, and Crone Havrida. And Alicia Tomovsky is going to be going from the back of the field. She was one of the quickest in practice. That's going to be fun to watch, isn't it? Well, that's been practice. Ben Edwards will be here alongside Gary Pappett to call you through the rest of the weekend. Join them both for race 1 tomorrow from 3 o'clock local time here in Singapore. For now, it is goodbye.
That's sad. No George Morgan. No George Morgan in commentary for the weekend. But I guess he's going over to do Fracker. But yeah, as I said, we'll be back from 4:30 for the F1 Academy Championship. When we return. When we return tomorrow from 4:30. Until then, once more, it is goodbye.